All right, welcome back into Off the Edge. I'm Jacob Harrison. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Do want to remind you that you can certainly hop into the show. 205-409-7877 is phone number to call. We're going to discuss these final few players in my first mock draft of the draft season. And that means we will be starting off with one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever put on the Crimson colors. Point blank, period. You can feel how you want to about Mac Jones. You can think, oh, he's not going to have a great career. I disagree. Now, yes, I am a bit of a Mac Jones simp. It is what it is. Okay, I appreciate watching guys do it the right way on the field. And I mean, there's no wrong, there's wrong ways to play quarterback, but there's no wrong, completely wrong way that just can't be successful in terms of lacking the mobility and the arm strength and all. That's all baloney, man. We just saw the greatest quarterback of all time beat Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl to win his, how many, Mike? How many?
That would be 7.
That would be 7 Super Bowls. He's been to 10. How old are you, Michael?
20.
Half of the Super Bowls in your lifetime, Michael. He said he's 20, in case you can't hear him. Half of the Super Bowls in his lifetime have featured his favorite quarterback of all time, Tom Brady. That's nuts. That's stupid. Tom Brady didn't have great arm strength. Tom Brady had the worst dad bod we've ever seen heading into the NFL draft. He was selected 6th round, 199th overall. Doesn't have great arm strength, doesn't have great mobility, and he is the greatest quarterback of all time. Am I saying that is Mac Jones next? No. Because you know who else has poor arm strength and poor mobility? Jared Goff. Jared Goff went to a Super Bowl, lost to this guy's Patriots, and now he's with the Detroit Lions because the Rams felt he's not the guy. So yeah, there's 2 different spectrums. Which one can Mac Jones be? Can he be Tom Brady? Or will he be Jared Goff? And there's reason to believe both sides of that. But the fact of the matter is that the kid has incredible pocket awareness, and he has incredible accuracy, which are 2 things that are the most difficult things to teach when it comes to the quarterback position. Now, no, you can't teach arm strength. You can teach accuracy to a degree. You'll never fix it perfectly, but look at Josh Allen. He learned some accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league right now. You can teach pocket awareness. You can't teach mobility. You either got it or you don't. And you can eventually lose it. But while we're talking about that, here's the thing. Is on the other side of Tom Brady's 7th Super Bowl was the quarterback with arguably the strongest, if not the second strongest arm in the NFL, and incredible mobility, coupled with great pocket awareness. And that's probably the most gifted athlete at quarterback right now, not in terms of speed and maneuverability, but just as a total package. The only guy that can rival Aaron Rodgers right now, who's only won 1 Super Bowl, by the way, was Patrick Mahomes. Now look, you can point out, and I'll agree, his offensive line was decimated. His receivers dropped passes that 43 of the past 44 games they caught from him. But all that mobility did for him was instead of getting sacked 3 times in Tampa, instead of getting sacked 12, 13 times in Tampa, he only got sacked 3 times because he was able to escape a little bit. Again, the NFL draft is such a crapshoot. There's no way to know that Mac Jones is going to be incredible. We can project Trevor Lawrence to be this incredible generational talent too, but we did the same thing with Andrew Luck, who was incredible, don't get me wrong, but he retired early because he took too many shots. He got injured too many times, and that was his decision to make. Did the same thing with Ryan Leaf. Did Jamarcus Russell. The list goes on and on of guys who didn't turn out to be what everybody expected them to be. Now, nobody sees that out of Trevor Lawrence. He's an outstanding kid with great character, and he has absolutely every single tool you could think of. That said, he's going to a cursed franchise in Jacksonville. Even Jacksonville, 2 years ago, Jacksonville was in the AFC Championship, and now look at him, first overall pick. So things can happen. But the reason that Mac Jones goes 15th overall to Michael's New England Patriots is because he is so reminiscent of Tom Brady. It's because guys like Todd McShay are getting on his bandwagon and pushing him further and further and further up their draft boards and in their mock drafts. Heck, I didn't even have Mac Jones go as high as Todd did in his most recent draft, where he had the Chicago Bears trade up to 11 or 12, I think, to draft Mac Jones. Now, just as I said in my breakdown of Todd McShay's last mock draft, I'm not sure, and I think you agree with this, Michael, I'm not sure that New England is actually the best place for Mac Jones. Now, that's a wild thing to do in your mock draft, but sometimes it's a little bit of what do you think teams will do, what are good fits, what would you do? If I were the New England Patriots, there's no hesitation. I'm taking Mac Jones. I need a quarterback. This is the highest you've drafted in 20 years. Just go on ahead and do it. That being said, the failings of Cam Newton last year were not solely all Cam Newton's fault. Now, is his arm gone? Yeah. Is he as athletic as he used to be? Nope. Did N'Keal Harry absolutely never work out? He's shaking his head. He's ducking his head. You don't want to talk about N'Keal Harry.
I can't talk about N'Keal Harry.
The point stands. The offensive line was in shambles. Sony Michel, Damian Harris. Love me some Damian Harris. That ain't it. That ain't getting it done in the NFL. So yeah, Mac Jones, he would absolutely have to do what so many people think he can't do, and that's succeed with mediocre talent around him. That being said, you are going to a storied franchise, and regardless of what you think of what Bill Belichick and Tom Brady are now that they're apart, Bill Belichick's still the greatest coach of all time. So, just as Alabama fans, we put faith in what Nick Saban can do, let's also put faith, if you're a Patriots fan and a Mac Jones fan, should he head to New England, put a little faith that can work out. Nonetheless, we get to see if Mac Jones can actually get it done with very little talent around him.